Hey, how's it going, PNW fans? Thanks for joining us here on the PNW headquarters for another review. Today we are doing a review of a wax or concentrate pen from Accuvape called the C-Stick. This is one of the more discreet ones. It's actually designed to look like a ballpoint pen almost, and that you can kind of just stick in your, if you have a breast pocket. And so this one, we were really excited when we first got it to see how it went, and then we noticed a few unusual things about it. So give me just a second to get the camera reset, and then we will show you everything that comes in the package. All right, so when you get the C-Stick, it comes in this black packaging here, standard packaging that you would see at any retail location. Cardboard branded with their logo, the name. Talks about lifetime warranty on the battery, free stainless steel tool that comes inside. They call it a mixing tool. It's more of a concentrate tool, but okay, whatever. And then it does come with a free extra atomizer, so that's nice. On the back, it talks about the features, how it's a polycarbonate see-through chamber, and we'll discuss that when we open it. It's definitely not one of our favorite options. Ceramic and titanium components to this do make it kind of nice. It's got a nice powerful battery at 650 mAh. So let's go ahead and open this up, and I will show you what comes inside. So you open it up, and you see that there is a drawstring here, and you just slide it right out. Flip it over and go like that, and you've got a small little user manual that they provide. We appreciate that. Not every concentrate company provides a user manual. Tells you how to prime it up because it is a more unusual type of a coil. When you're reading this, it tells you to remove it from the box, to pull the battery out and charge it for 8 hours before you do anything with it. Once you've charged it for 8 hours, then you are going to go through a priming process with the coil. This is the extra coil. This is a USB charger. There's no power cord for it. You just screw the battery into the USB port and then plug that into any USB port, including the USB end of a pronged plug that you can plug straight into a wall. So you can plug that into a wall or to a computer to charge. Pull this out, and this is the C-Stick itself. Like I said, it's designed to look fairly discreet. You could put it in a pocket and it would just look like it was a nice fancy pen that had a cat sitting in your pocket. Open it up, and I didn't clean this yet because we do test these fully, and I want you to see that we do a lot of testing, and I want to show you this polycarbonate cover. There's a lot of flaws to this thing right away. You open it up and you immediately feel that the reclaim starts to build up. It gets in the threading here, and it gets real sticky, and it gets hard to open. The mouthpiece screws off too, so you can clean all of this up and you can clean this out, and that's really nice. But I mean, listen to this. Can you hear that? Here, let me grab a coil. Hear that? That is just plastic, man. And if you're like me, that's not sitting well with you as you're trying to take a hit out of that. We tested this coil fairly extensively. We've done, a couple of grams worth of dabs through this thing now to test it out. So I'm going to swap out to a clean coil for this review. Coil just unscrews off like this, and then you can pop the clean coil in. Screws onto the back here. The cover just fits right on. Let me show you this coil. This is the weirdest coil I've come across so far. It's the first time I've seen one modeled for wax with a wick, but look at that. It's a wick that has a coil wrapped around it, and then that is inside of a ceramic chamber, and then that's wrapped around aluminum, and then this just screws right on to do a cover. So we are going to load up some of this Blackberry Kush sugar wax, and then we will go ahead and get the camera reset. Okay, so now cover's on. We've got some sugar wax loaded into here. 5 clicks turns it on, and the light will blink a few times right after you turned it on. Here, let me actually show you that. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, blink, 5. That'll blink and then tell you that it's ready to go. You want to, when you first load something in here, you do have to prime the wick, which means you want to hold this down for just a couple of seconds and then let off right away. You're just melting some of that concentrate down into the wick so it's not dry. First thing that we noticed right away is that if you just try to rip on this on the first load, the wick doesn't quite absorb the all of the concentrate up into there, and you want to give it a kind of a primer. So now that that's primed, now we're ready to rip on it. So here we go. Okay, so this thing rips really, really strongly. As you saw there, that was a nice big cloud that came out. It's really efficiently. I just dabbed off most of what I loaded in there in one nice efficient hit, so that was really nice. Another thing that's nice about this is that the ceramic chamber, actually the reclaim kind of rolls back down into a puddle down at the bottom with all of the concentrate that didn't melt off before. So you can roll this around like back and forth while you've got the coil warming to keep it liquid, and then if you get it in the right spot, the wick will actually just absorb that right back up, and you can take another almost full hit like if it was a brand new load. So this wick system is a bit efficient. It does have its problems though. When you get to the point that you've done almost everything that's in there, the coil makes the wick really hot, and that has a very plasticky flavor in your mouth. I don't dig that flavor at all. I've used this quite constantly over the last couple of weeks for the testing of it, and now that the testing's done, I probably won't use this pen again. I really don't like that wick sensation. It was very nasty flavor in your mouth, especially when it's brand new and you haven't used it very much. The first couple of times you've burned off the last of your concentrate, you get this really strong plasticky taste in your mouth. You don't actually get that after a bit of some use. Like I said, we've done a few grams through this now, and towards the last bit, you didn't have as much of a plasticky problem, but we had other problems. We tested several different types of concentrate in here, and we put some rosin in here, and the sappier rosin immediately plugged the air holes. When you unscrew this and take a look, the only airflow, it comes through the bottom in these little notches out through the battery, so it's drawing the air through the battery up through this unit, and the rosin puddled in a way that just, I mean, the airflow was nothing. You had to hit it like you were hitting a joint, that, you know, leaving your mouth kind of open around the mouthpiece, or there was no airflow until you burned off a good 80% of the rosin that was in there. And then at that point, it got so hot that, again, you had this really plasticky flavor. And I don't know if it was the polycarbonate actually leaving that flavor in your mouth from the heat, making it off gas, or if it was the wick doing it. In either case, I don't really feel like it's 100% healthy for that. So in this case, I think in the end, this thing is going to probably just fail the PNW Badge of Approval. It's not going to quite make it to an 8 because I'm kind of concerned with some of the health risks. I liked how it hit, and I like the strength of the hit, and I like the strength of the battery. But that should be glass, and it should just either be a quartz rod wrapped in a coil in a ceramic cup, or there's the new coilless technology that's out there. And if this was a coilless with a glass dome here, this would be an amazing kit. So make some adjustments, and this would get the badge. Until then, for now, it's not going to quite get the Badge of Approval. Thanks for joining us here at the PNW headquarters for another review. Quick shout out to Super Closet. These guys are awesome. They make these LED self-contained, or I'm sorry, not LED, but they make self-contained grow closets that contain LED lights. See, I gotta learn how to talk. We're hoping to be able to test one of them in the future. They sent us one of these shirts, and we really appreciate the shirt. So thanks for all of that. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button that's right down there, guys. It's the red button. We've got more videos coming. We have other things coming in the works, so make sure that you click subscribe so you can see the new reviews as they come. Head to PNWCR.com and check out the blog there. We've got new reviews. We've got giveaways. We've got a Stoner and PN Wonderland writing on the blog, and there's a lot more. So just head over to the website and check that out. Thanks for joining us, PNW fans, and we'll catch you next time.